Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again, Do Not Open. Anyways, hopefully today's stream will be nice and actually work and be functioning. Anyways, we're getting back into the Homestuck Epilogues today. We're still doing the meat route for now. I think we will, like, once get through each section, we'll go back and forth between the meat and candy routes. Because I feel like there might be some neat parallels going on, seeing them both going at the same time. I think that might be neat, just seeing as they slowly diverge from one another. But anyways, I'm glad to see you all again. Hold on, actually, wait. Just making sure. Okay, looks like OneDrive is behaving. Okay. Yeah, I was going back and forth between if I really wanted to go back and forth between them or like do the meat route in its entirety and then go to the candy route, but I think we're gonna go back and forth, see them kind of side by side that way. Yeah, let's get into it. And actually, hold on, let's just refresh where we left off. Oh, yeah. Dirk in the fight, answering Rose. Okay. Okay. And now we're doing a complete scene change. Okay. Look up. The sky is... Did someone say Homestuck? I did say Homestuck. Welcome, some random gamer. Nice to see you. The sky is really blue, but it's a different kind of blue than Earthsea's sky. It's less, somehow. Like someone took a photo of the sky and turned the contrast down a little, just enough to make the clouds blend into the horizon. That is to say, it isn't the kind of sky promised by a paradise planet, just an ordinary one. You realize suddenly how much you've missed the ordinary, as opposed to the supposedly perfect. You've been away from home almost as many years as you lived there. It's not just the sky. Everything else is exactly and nothing like you remembered it. The scent of damp grass, the quality of the air, the solitude. There's nothing but white houses and maple trees as far as the eye can see. A woodpecker raps away incessantly at the tree with the tire swing outside your old bedroom window. You couldn't think of anywhere else to go. So you and your little army are sitting in a circle in your old backyard exactly 1 week before the meteors hit. It's you, Rose, Dave, Jade, and all 4 of your teenage progenitors, each dressed in god-tier garb. No trolls, no one who can die from anything less than a heroic sacrifice. At least, this is what you assume to be the reasoning for Rose's instructions to assemble your party this way. Didn't think we'd already be on the epilogues. Prepare for trouble. Yeah, it's kind of surreal to actually be on the epilogues. For so long it felt like Homestuck would never end, and then it felt way too short, and now we're back. Wind slices down the street between the neat rows of bungalows. It's chilly, carrying air from the mountaintops with it. Even that feels different. The wind moves through you now, under your skin and right into your bones, skimming their hollows the same way it does the homes of your salamander neighbors, or the open mailbox in front of your childhood house. The smell of a cake baking wafts. So the narrative is collapsing and we decided to bite the raw meat. Yep, basically. Honestly, yeah, like why would he realistically the candy is just kinda is weird but candy. As opposed to raw meat. Like, taking away the narrative significance of the choice, it kind of made an insane choice there. The smell of a cake baking wafts or wait, is it wafts or wafts? Hold on. I actually don't know. Isn't it time for Jegbird to live a bit on the sweeter side? Wafts.
Waft.
Wait, hold on. It looks like it could be either, actually. I'll pronounce it like neither. How do you pronounce it? Yeah, it looks like... Hold on. What? Wafer? Wafted?
Waft.
Waft?
Waft.
Waft. Waft and waft? Okay, that's what Merriam-Webster is giving me. I'm just gonna say wafted. Wafts, wafts. I'm just gonna say wafts. Okay. Wafts. Okay. I'll say wafts then. The smell of a cake baking wafts from the open window, and the sick stench of browning sugar fills the yard. You used to hate that too, but now it makes you want to... Dude, don't cry in front of all the cool teen versions of your friends. Oh, I did too, but we're back. We're back. You hold back your tears with a big, ugly snort. Jake is sort of ruining the mood anyway by bouncing away on your old green slime pogo. Doesn't he realize how dangerous that thing is? Of course not, the fool. Dave fractures the silence by broaching a subject that's on everyone's mind but yours, apparently. So, what's gonna happen to everyone we left in that wrecked timeline? Well, I don't know, actually. I've been to that timeline 4 times now, and it's always pretty much goes to shit. Oh. This has been bothering me as well. Is Kanea going to be okay? And by Kanea, I guess I mean everyone? Rose, your feelings are showing just a little bit. Yeah, what about Karkat? And Terezi? And the mayor? Oh my god. What? Actually, Dave, I hate to say it, but I think John might have actually saved the mayor by bringing us all here. What? What could that possibly even mean? I just remembered. Before John zapped us all here and unbrainwashed me, I think I was going to kill the mayor. Rose can't hide her lesbian tendencies. No, she cannot. She is very obvious. Also telling that Dave's first thought is Karkat. What the fuck, Jade? No! Jade, that is seriously uncool! I know! I was going to kick him right into lava! That is fucked up on so many levels I don't even know where to begin. It's like an Escher staircase of cartoon villainy. World's worst kept secret. Yeah. Yeah, he's not subtle. I got nothing. It's so... Grimbark? Woof woof. Jesus, no, Jade, it's stone cold evil. I can't believe you just said that shit and then woofed at me. I can't even look at you right now. Everyone, can we? Everyone turns to look at you immediately like you're an authority, which you kind of are. You're struck with a sudden and uncomfortable realization that you are the only adult in the yard. Oh yeah, he is an adult now. Oh, holy shit. You've never felt like an adult until this moment. 18 came and went and nothing really changed except that you're pretty certain you could grow a bitchin' mustache now if you wanted. And you might even have one by now if you didn't feel a sense of duty to uphold the sacred Egbert family tradition of shaving at least once per day, even if it isn't really necessary. You owe at least that much to the memory of your departed father. Wait, well, I can't remember. What point of the timeline did his dad die? Will he have a chance to save him, maybe? Has he died already? I don't remember. Oh, God. Let's chill out for a minute. I'm sure this is all very confusing to all of you. About the timeline you're leaving behind. Yeah, I get it. It's weird. I've already left one major timeline behind. Well, 2 if you count the one I just came from, where we're all adults. It was after won the game, or at least Dad Crocker. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about John's dad. He died early. Yeah. There's too many dads. Oh god, can you imagine if both John's dad and Crocker dad met up? There would be too much dad. About the timeline you're leaving behind. Yeah, I get it. It's weird. I've already left one major timeline behind. Well, 2 if you count the one I just came from, where we're all adults. The truth is, I have no idea what happens to these timelines, and all the people living in them when I just zap out of them to use my retcon power to change stuff. They might stop existing completely. I don't know. The thing is, we can't really think about it. It's tough, but if we're all acting like heroes here and trying to do the right thing, then we have to put it all behind us. It's a sacrifice we're making. I mean, we're risking our lives by fighting a powerful monster, sure, but the sacrifice I'm talking about is saying goodbye to the life we thought we belonged to, and all the people in it. Probably forever. You got it, Vamoose? Well, thanks for joining us, even if it was just for a bit. Do not open. Have a great rest of your day. Probably forever. It sucks, and I'm sorry I had to ask this of all of I'm sorry I had to ask this of you all, but there's no other way. Everyone who's ever existed and will ever exist is counting on us, I think. So, yeah. Shrug. It's all you can think to do. It's all you can think to do to punctuate your speech of lukewarm inspirational value. Judging from the confused looks from the others, all of them may share your assessment of your own oratorical skills, except for one person. She's perked up at your spiel, regarding you with alert and admiring eyes. Damn. John, I know we just met and all, but that was a fine-ass speech, and I don't know if I speak for the rest of my peeps here, but I'm fucking psyched. Let's do this shit. She walks at you. You weren't prepared to get passively hit on by the definitely not legal version of a girl you used to have a crush on at the age she was when you first met her. Only a few hours after you watched the actually legal version of her engage in passionate hand-holding with her possibly aromantic skeleton alien monster girlfriend. You start to sweat, and again, the unwelcome odor of undercooked meat emanating from your body makes itself known to your nose. Oh, thanks. Anyway, we need to make battle plans. You quickly distance your mind from any additional discomforting thoughts about your old and semi-ex-flame and propel yourself into a wildly unrehearsed tactical planning session. You review each of your abilities, strengths, and weaknesses, and then cobble together a reasonably sound approach to besieging a young and bratty version of Lord English by way of surprise attack. The planning is mostly disorganized and structureless, although some common themes that often recur involve you and your original three friends leading the charge, since you are the oldest and wisest and therefore the strongest, with the exception of Jade, whose gaudy array of powers make her the most formidable of the group, bar none. Aside from that, it appears the consensus is that the melee will likely devolve into an absolute free-for-all, at least going by the general patterns of incoherent banter, shit-talking, and points of pedantic tactical disagreement plaguing the jam session. You overhear someone making mention of a huge gay hope bubble? That can't be right, but you didn't catch who said it. A flamboyant pink spell? Yeah, this conversation is off the rails now. At the precise moment you believe the meeting has outlasted its usefulness, Jake does you the favor of effectively pounding the gavel for adjournment by rocking back a bit too far on your lawn pogo and launching himself over the top of the ride on the next bounce. He face plants right into the dirt. Jeepers! Dirk goes to help your yard clean the Jake off its dirt. Jade follows to help out. It seems she wants to chat with Jake, considering it's the first time they've met from her perspective. Some eruptions of chatter can be heard from other members of the group. It's easy to forget, since the reunion between your friends and all your young relatives happened so long ago from your point of view. But this is all quite novel to everyone here. They've hardly had a moment to process it, since your plan to drag them all off to fight Lord English has understandably stolen the thunder of an otherwise poignant homecoming. Poor kids, you think. You decide to give the teens some space to work through their shit before you take off to save the universe. You end up wandering all the way around to the other side of your house and back, until you reach a window facing the neighbor's fence. You can see straight into your dad's study from here. You go still. Feet rooted to the ground, heart yet hammering in your ribs. Your dad's sitting right there, smoking his pipe and operating his professional-looking, boring, gray PDA. He's got the kitchen timer set up on his desk, and you can hear the notes of his favorite fatherly jazz album filtering out through the window, which is open only an inch. The sun is hitting the glass in such a way that you can't see his face. Ooh, okay. Good luck, John. This is probably the last time you'll ever have the chance to talk to him. The urge is overwhelming, but you can't. And not just because your feet won't move and your throat is closing up. It's just that it would be a really bad idea to bother him. It would totally freak him out to have an adult version of his son show up out of the blue and knock on his window like a creep. He probably wouldn't even recognize you. No, go talk to him. Go talk to him. You'll regret it if you don't. Ugh. Fair enough, it's time to go, John. No! Don't talk to him! You return to the backyard. Your teen friends have split off into genetically segmented groups. Roxy and Rose sitting in the grass, Jade and your shared ecto-parents laughing together by the green slime pogo, and the Striders leaning against the farthest fence with a tense 1.5 foot of space between them. It's heartwarming, but something doesn't feel right about it to you. Possibly for selfish reasons. It's the selfishness of your own perspective of wanting the memories you had of the reunion between all these people to be the most notable and legitimate manifestation of this event. To see the moment echo, or play out all over again, to overhear the heartfelt confessions repeat themselves, it feels cheap. To you, that is. To the man who lived through it all before and selfishly doesn't want to have the memory tarnished with a tawdry reprisal. An exhibition of counterfeit emotional catharsis among pale shadows of those you care about most in the world. You wonder, do you see these teen versions of your friends as real? Are you treating them at Rose's behest as simple puppets? Doing your part to insist they fill friend-shaped recesses in an essential plan to stabilize all else that can be considered important, a distinction no longer applying to them? Do you care at all about whatever fate it may be that you are sentencing these children to? Are you becoming as complicit in the fatalistic evils of Paradox Space as Lord English himself? Are you becoming a monster, John Egbert? You can't bear to watch them bond any further than this. Nor can you tolerate another moment of your self-incriminating reverie. You wait 1 more minute before breaking it up, but not a second longer. Yeah, that's gotta be weird. People you know but don't really know, and their younger versions that are no longer going to be the people you know. Hey, kids. Please, adult John, don't do that. Yeah, that's gotta be weirder. Rose gets up from the grass, elegant as a fold in paper, and brushes down her skirt. She tilts her head at you, looking very much like your Rose did when she saw you off that morning. It's obvious that she's trying very hard to hide her apprehension. Is it time to go? Yeah, I mean, no, if you want to be technical. I can zap us in wherever, whenever. We have all the time in the universe if we want it. But if we don't leave now, you're afraid we never will? Heh. After all these years, in the reverse direction, she still has your number. I guess it's true that people don't really change. They just grow up. Rose gives Roxy a strange look, appearing to silently acknowledge an entire conversation that has been taking place using a great volume of words that aren't being spoken. I guess. She smiles. Get the show on the road! Okay, everyone. I've never zapped this many people before, so let's all just, hold hands, maybe? In a circle, I mean. That should work. God, this is so lame. It's not lame, it's perfect. Aw. Shh. All right. Is everyone ready then? Only Jade says yes enthusiastically. Everyone else takes a deep breath and looks around at each other. Hands are taken, some tentatively, some firmly. When all sweaty teenage palms are correctly clasped, you place your own hand on Jade's shoulder and concentrate on where you need to go. The last thing you hear before zapping away is your dad's kitchen timer going off in his study. Dude, you should have talked to him! No, he's gonna regret that. I just know it. The boxing bell is going off like it's having a fit. Dirk has to stick a finger in one ear to hear what Rose is saying over the cacophony of boos and buckets being lobbed towards center stage. He considers it all pretty fucking annoying, so he flips off the crowd and jumps the ropes. Always a good idea to abscond from the stadium before the customary show-end riot hits full swing. The last standing robot scoops up Jake's unconscious body and cradles him to its chest before blasting off through the roof. On the other end of the phone, Rose lets him know what's up. Oh god, did stream? Hold on. It looks like stream is, oh god. It's frozen. Okay. Looks like it might be fine. No, it's not fine. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let's see. What is taking up? It's not. My drive is off. Pause, blah, blah, blah. So won't let me actually turn it off, but. Okay, okay, let's. Oof. Hmm. I don't know. Nothing's showing up as particularly. Hmm. One moment. Ugh, yeah, it's really not going. Oh no. Oh no. And stream has completely crashed. Oh no. Oh dear. Please. Oh dear. Um. Um. Oh no. No. Okay. I honestly don't know what to do here. Cause well, task manager isn't showing anything as taking up more resources than usual. Oh. The top one is OBS itself, but even that's not out of taking up more than the ordinary. I don't know. I don't know. And I can't exactly stream, even if it is OBS, like, can't exactly stream without it, so. I don't know. Uh. I'm sorry, guys. It seems like God, you can't even hear me now, but uh yeah. Well, you're just gonna have to end things here. The recording should be unaffected at least. It's a really short stream though, so I'm sorry, guys. Well, I guess that's the end of that, apparently.